It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. And we are finally in the last part of the tier list for Power Forge. Wow, I've been ranking cards for y'all all year long and probably have been yelled at a numberless of times. That's so crazily that I didn't even think would be caused by a tier list. But I appreciate every single comment. Let me know if you agree with this list at the very end. But yeah, it is the Power 4 tier list, and I think then we have to get into the top 100 players. Oh god. That tier list is going to take time to make, but like the video, and I will get working on that tier list, because that's going to be a long video. But next up, we got Anthony Davis kicking it off. And I'm still putting him in F tier. At 80, he's outdated. Low-key, I don't know why he's on that list. And now that I think about it, I'm actually going to scroll down. And I'm going to put the other Anthony Davis real quick. We can rate him real fast while we're here. While we're here anyways. And Anthony Davis, I'm putting in F tier. I'm sorry. AD. I like Joel. I actually using that Joel Embiid yesterday for that video. I actually like Joel Embiid more than Anthony Davis. Even though Embiid's more of a center, but not the point. George Mikan up next. Just F. Like, I don't think George Mikan's a bad card. I just feel like at this stage in the game for what he's going to offer you, it's just he's way too undersized, and yeah. Next up, we got Omega Okafor C tier. Great release, but no behind the back at this stage in the game hurts you a lot. His release, I don't think, makes up for it. Still a solid, alright. Why do I have his dark matter? I just noticed that, but that's supposed to be his Invincible. Oh, yeah, I just noticed that that was the wrong card. I am an idiot. Oh my god, I can't even find the other Omega Okafor. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I put the dark matter one there by mistake. My apologies. I'll put that. We'll just put this one in D tier, the Invincible in C tier when I find it. Ben Simmons up next. The release is way too slow. The 100 overall one's going to be so much better. Probably put him in C tier because he's still a good defensive point guard, but I'm probably going D with Ben Simmons. At this stage, especially with the 100 overall one, I think you have to go D tier for Ben Simmons. Even, yeah, we'll keep it for now. Chris Bosh, F tier. He's just not that good. Giannis Antetokounmpo, free card, I still think is very mediocre. I don't care. Like, his SIG's just not it. Just not it, and he just doesn't hold up. Sean Bradley up next. The reason I got duplicate Sean Bradleys. Let's see. Bro, it's not like moving. Okay, this thing is acting glitchy. Okay, but Sean Bradley, I would rank him at power forward. Probably A tier at power forward. He is 7'6", great release. He should get the job done at power. Probably his better position, probably. So, for Sean Bradley, you're going to have to give him badges, but I think he's better power forward than center. So, I'm going with A tier for Sean Bradley. That might be a little too high. We'll see, though. We will see, though. George Marison at the 4. I don't think he'll be that. I don't think George Marison would be that great at the 4. Especially with his release. I'm going to have to... Actually, I don't think he can play the 4. But, yeah, he can. I would have to go C tier for George Marison. I feel like the release is just way too slow to be your 4 position. Like, I think George Marison at center is better than Sean Bradley if he's gonna start for you. But as a power forward, like, let's say you got a Taco at center, Marison's just not gonna work at the 4. You know, just logically, we're going by that logic. But next up, we got Dirk Nowitzki up next. Dirk Nowitzki, that free Dirk. Free Dirk is mediocre, doesn't play, garbage. Kwame Brown, like, I think he has a good release, but at this stage in the game, no behind the back, that's not enough no more. That's just not enough, and it is F. It is an F tier. Patrick Ewing doesn't play. I don't know why I even rake half of these cards on the tier list, but here we are. Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is alright. I probably go C tier for Rudy Gobert. Alright card, just... Probably go C tier for Rudy Gobert. Can't go higher than that. Kristaps Porzingis, probably C tier. I feel like the other ones are better at this stage. I think the Dark Matter one's a little outdated, and I don't think he plays. Manute Bol at center. I think he's at power forward, though. I think Manute's better at center than power forward. Personally, in my opinion, just off using him. Like, I would rather I'd rather have Manute. I'd rather have him as power forward. Like, Manute, I think he's better center. So that's why I'm raking it like this. Next up, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, this Giannis, I feel like this Giannis can be in D tier. Power forward center, he's actually not. He's not going to get exposed as much at the power forward position, but I still don't think he's on a level. Like, I think I might have to move Marathon up. Goodness gracious, this list is getting hard. It's getting a little bit hard. But we're gonna put Giannis Antetokounmpo in C tier. I can't go any higher with that, just because he's undersized. But you have to rate Giannis high. Now LeBron James at the 4, probably C tier. LeBron, if I have Marathon, I don't think LeBron's gonna be that great for you at the 4 position. He's too undersized. Release doesn't make up for it. It just use LeBron at point guard. Aaron Gordon at next. Just F tier. They should have definitely changed his release when they had the chance. Like, they could have changed the release, but he just does not play and just not good. But next we got Zion Williamson. Garbage. It's sad Zion didn't get any good cards this year. Like, remember that Metamorphosis Zion back in the day? Such a great card. Such a good card. And 2K gave him absolutely nothing this year, which is just massively just disappointing. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. Bobo up next. I'm ranking Bobo in S tier. Bobo is amazing. At power forward, though. We're talking about power forward. I don't know if Bobo's an S at power forward. He's better at small forward. Because you're not going to have that 7-2. Like, if I'm putting Bobo in A tier. Just because, like, it's like, Bobo's better at small forward. He's an S tier small forward, but as power forward, I would probably have Manute. To be like, we're sticking with it for now. We're sticking with it. For the power forward, we're stick with it. Next up, we got Yao Ming. I'm going S tier for Yao Ming. I think Yao Ming is so, like, he is so good at power forward. I feel like that's Yao's best position. Overall, I really like Yao Ming at power forward. I think he's so elite, so good. His release, his player model at the 4. I feel like use Yao Ming, use him at the 4. Next, we got this Giannis. This Giannis will go in the same exact spot. Just don't like that Giannis whatsoever, and he's an F tier. Just sorry, just don't like the. Like you said, the Giannis with the worst SIG just ain't it. Who next on the list? Nate Furman at this stage in the game, probably go D tier for Nate Furman. Just undersized, good release, but that's about it. Blake Griffin does not play. Absolutely garbage. And it is what it is with Blake Griffin. Just absolutely garbage. Up next, we got Mutombo, and I'm probably going to go as high as... Where'd I rank? Where's Mutombo at? Where's Mutombo? I'm probably going A tier for Mutombo. Mutombo is, like, he's still really good at the 4. Still really elite. Do I feel like he's on that level of Bobo? And I would say, yeah, at the 4, I would say that. So I'm ranking him in A tier. Next up, we got KG Invincible. I probably would put this KG at power forward. Probably in D, because at this stage, his release is way too slow. The Invincible one will go... I can't even find the Invincible one. Goodness, the Invincible. I like rank... Oh, I found the other Mega Okafor, though. Guess we can rank him while we're here, too. But I'll put this one. I'll put him... Honestly, I don't think this Mega Okafor is on the same level, power forward than these guys. I'm putting this one in D tier. I'm just going to have to lower the other one to F tier at this stage. And it's not like I think Mega Okafor is a bad power forward. It's just... Okay, up next on this list, we got Bill Walton up next. Bro, why is my thing, like, keep freezing? I don't know why the tier list keeps doing it. But Bill Walton just doesn't play. Absolutely garbage at this stage in the game. Let me make this, like, a little bit bigger. I just noticed that I was on pause. So I don't even know where I just paused at, to be quite honest. The whole thing been a little messed up. I ranked Lamar Odom in trash tier, Mose Malone in trash tier. I don't know if I even mentioned that. Hopefully y'all remember, but yeah. But I put Big Z in B tier because I like his behind the back, his release. I would still rather have him at power forward than Marathon, Rudy Gobert, Big Z. I mean, Porzingis. I would take this Big Z. I really do like that Big Z card. I had Nate Furman in F tier. Not F tier, in D tier, excuse me. In D tier, I had him there because his release still good, but he's undersized. Next up, Tim Duncan. I think Tim Duncan is still S tier. I would rather have Tim Duncan over Bol, Sean Bradley, Mutombo. I would rather have Tim Duncan over all those guys. I think Tim Duncan is unbelievable, and I think he plays, and he is so unbelievable. And next up, which some people are going to be surprised about, but I'm ranking Dirk Nowitzki. I don't know why I did that. I'm ranking Dirk Nowitzki at A tier. I'm like, instead of S tier, like using him more. Dirk Nowitzki's not better than Tim Duncan. I'm sorry, he's just not. Like, Dirk Nowitzki's good. Don't get twisted. Like, that release is nice, but no explosive behind the back. I just don't feel like Dirk Nowitzki is as effective as that Tim Duncan. That Tim Duncan is better, in my opinion, than that Dirk Nowitzki card. Just in my utterly opinion. And next up, Josh Smith. We didn't even get to him yet. Rank him in B tier for Josh Smith. Josh Smith is solid. I like Josh Smith jumper, but 4, he's gonna be a bit undersized, and that's gonna be an issue. Could easily fall to C tier just because height runs at the 4 position, but Josh Smith is still a solid small forward. Just actually, I have to go C tier for him. I have to go him down to C tier because like he's not gonna play on the level of the Big Z. It's just not happening. So I'm gonna have to go down 1. KG, I probably go D tier with that one. I don't know if I've rated him already. I might have did, but like I said, I had to pause it. But KG in D tier. And yeah, I think we're back up to date now. So next up on the list, we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 100 overall. Probably would put him in that B tier low. Like, I would even put the other Kareems in B tier. Where's the other Kareem at? If I can move him real quick. Right? Bro, why in though? Okay, I don't know why it froze like that, but I put Kareem in B tier. Which, even the free Kareem, I feel like they're probably better off than having Porzingis, Rudy Gobert. Like, I'd rather have that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, the point guard one is going to be higher, obviously, but I think the free Kareem or 100 is still a decent card at my team. That should be that Booker Hotstep I mentioned before, and I like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar cards a lot in my team, so I think they're all solid. Next up, we got Kareem. We don't need to rank that one. Bill Walton's trash, doesn't play. Does not play. Now, let me see if I can like resize this so I don't have to keep. We don't got to keep going back down and down and down like a whole lot of times because it's getting kind of annoying to scroll. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if it's even gonna be possible because the screen might have went down too far. I can't even see F tier. We're just gonna scroll down if it doesn't. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Luka, Doncic. Where's Luka? That Luka? I can't even see who that is. That's Bird. Excuse me. Bird, trash. Absolutely sucks for the power forward position. Small forward, power forward, just undersized. Bird's best position is point guard, shooting guard. If it's not the actually, it's a Dark Matter one. Yeah, just undersized. It's not a small forward tier list. It's a power forward tier list. Larry Nance up next. If you got Larry Nance, let's see Larry Nance. Where's Larry Nance? I would rank him in. Actually, this is Dirk, but I'll rank him in F. Larry Nance. I will put Larry Nance in C tier. We're talking about power forward, D tier. Because, like, for a power forward position, he's going to get cooked by Marathon. He's going to get cooked by Gobert or Porzingis. But I would put Larry Nance at power forward at that position. But Serge Ibaka, absolutely dog water. I don't have to speak enough. The dude stinks. Paul Millsap up next. Also power forward, dog water. Don't have to say it enough. Dude stinks. I mean, we don't got to keep bad players on the list. They suck. Julius Randle up next. Very mediocre card. F tier. I'm sorry. He's an okay card, but he doesn't play. The release is just not that crazy. He's undersized at power forward. He does not run in my team. Does not run. Paul Gasol is just another one. Just garbage. Pretty mediocre. I mean, I probably would go D tier for him. Because you can say he's 7 foot. He can at least offer a jumper. Move a little bit, but he can't even do it behind the back, so it's kind of like, you know, he can't even do it behind the back, but I guess He can be D tier. Shaquille O'Neal, absolutely terrible. Probably one of the worst power forwards on that tier list because his release stinks. Like, his release absolutely just stinks. And it just, yeah, that release just stinks. That's the best way to say it. That really sucks. 100 overall LeBron, I'm just going to put him in the same tier. I don't think he moves at all. I feel like both LeBrons do the same thing pretty much. And he's not going to be good at the 4 position that well. Just personally being honest. Chet Holmgren, I probably would go in C tier. Right, like, Chet's alright. Like, I mean, if I put Giannis in C, I feel like I have to put Chet in C. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep Chet in C tier. I like Chet. Release is average, but for the 4 position, Chet should be really nice at the 4. Bobo, old card at this stage, probably. His shrimp's gonna get killed though. Probably D tier at this point. But if you got a coach, I don't mind his Bobo though. I just don't. I think I'll see. I might be too high, but I don't mind that Bobo. Bobo still should be alright at the 4 position. Not bad. Not crazy, but he should be alright. Joe Smith, I will go B tier for Joe Smith. Joe Smith is actually a decent card in my team. We never really got to do any gameplay with him, but he has a solid release. Does everything you need on the court pretty well for the 4. You probably want to play on a small 4 instead because he'd be 6'10". But at 6'10", it still gives him good height. So I think he's still overall a solid power forward. Maybe could be a little taller power forward, but he still will get the job done. Taco Fall, a power forward. It's tough. Why the heck is Dirk there? I wish this thing would just move correctly because I did not move Dirk all the way up there. Taco Fall's a tough one because I have to put him in S tier because it's just Taco Fall is just so big. He's so big on the court that it's just unfair. Okay, we got it, but next we got Joel Embiid. We would rank him at this stage for this one F. I probably make move the Invincible one to D tier. I still don't think the Invincible one is all that good. Even though we did have a solid game with him, which I do think, you know, that kind of like brought my thing up on Embiid a little bit. Maybe I went too hard on his cards because he actually was quite decent. But it's hard for me to still put him over those other guys. But I feel like Joel Embiid actually really surprised me in my gameplay with Team USA. That he actually looks solid for a certain degree. But I'll move him up to D tier. Alex Scar up next. I wish I could have this Alex Scar because Alex Scar is actually decent. Like, he's a fun card in the game. It's sad we'll never use him. I low-key, like, I don't know. I'm low-key. I'm wondering if I like Alex Scar more or Dirk. I think you could put Alex Scar in A tier. How crazy that might sound. I feel like Alex Scar is A tier. I feel like he's a really... If I put Dirk in, I have to put Alex Scar. I think they're on the same level. I think they're on the same dang level. I thought Dirk was going to be so miles ahead, and he really isn't. But, yeah, I feel like they're in close and level together. Sorry, as Curry slides, Dirk has no behind the back, so I'm going to rank it like that. Next, we got Dino Raja up next. And I'm going to rank Dino in at probably C tier. Like, he's not bad at the 4 position. If that wingspan was higher, I probably would have him at B tier. But, man, the wingspan being lower just hurts the card. Just, sadly, the wingspan really cooks the card up, and it just, yeah, I just don't know. That wingspan just cooks the card up. It just cooks the card up. But next up, we got Wilt Chamberlain right next. And I'm gonna rank him in at, I gotta go A tier but I'm going S tier for Wilt. Like, that Wilt Chamberlain is very good with that 8-foot wingspan at power forward. I feel like you gotta rank Wilt better than Saul. I feel like you just have to, just at the 4 position, because he's gonna be cheesy at the 4. I really do like Wilt. I wish he had a behind the back though, but he is so good. Like, that Wilt Chamberlain, really amazing card at the 4. I think he's really solid, and I'm going with that for the 4 position. Next up, we got GOAT. Let's just rank GOAT Wemby just for the goodwill of it. GOAT Wemby up next, just S tier, amazing, absolutely amazing card, dominant, not fair. So many good, talented things about him. Marc Gasol, F. His shot's broken. How you're gonna use him? Doesn't play. We don't really need to discuss more about that. We're Victor Wembanyama, 100 overall. We're gonna rank all of Wemby's cards pretty high. And I don't know why this Sean Bradley. I don't know why that just happened, but where is Victor Wembanyama? I'm ranking him all the way in S tier. Like, I have 4 Wembies in S tier. That's actually crazy, but just the way it is. But where is Luka Doncic? Garbage. Cat, garbage. I'm just going to get rid of the garbage real quick so we can get through this faster. But Filippi, that Filippi is actually really good. I probably said his name completely wrong. Botched his name so bad, but I don't care. That card is actually fantastic. Like, he's actually fantastic. I probably go A tier. I have to go A tier. That card is amazing. That card is surprisingly a really good rookie if you have him. Not many of y'all do have him, but if you do, really solid power for Anthony Davis doesn't play. And then y'all still like the hype up AD, bro. Y'all not using AD at the 4. AD is more a beginning of the year card, but they have to make AD a lot better next year. They did one horrible job with the longevity with Anthony Davis. Beginning of the year, great. Later in the year, really disappointing. Hakeem Olajuwon doesn't play at this point in the game. Just not it. Evan Mobley up next. I'm going to have to rank Evan Mobley. Like, I'm going to have to go S tier with Evan Mobley. It's just the way it is. I think Evan Mobley's better than Dirk Nowitzki. And like, I really do like that Evan Mobley card. That Evan Mobley card is really good. And I like the fact he has Jamal Murray. I think he's one of the best 4s in the game. Do I think he's better than Yao Wemby? No, but Evan Mobley is amazing, and I'm going to have to rank him higher on the list because I personally think he's better at that 4 position. Jonathan Isaac up next. He's only 6'11" for small 4s. I'm going to have to go C. He's not that tall. He's good. He has a good release, but like, are you going to run him over your point guard, Kareem, especially, who can play point guard? Just like, no. I just want to say no. So, based off of that, that's how we're going to rank it. Next up, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo GOAT card. He's 7 foot, right? We're Giannis Antetokounmpo, but I don't think the 4 position is best position. That's crazy to say. Giannis is more of a small forward. You're kind of losing all that at the 4 position with him. Like, is that, like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go, I think we're gonna have to go A tier with Giannis. I can't in good faith put Giannis at F, but if I have Mobley, like, is that like crazy? Is that like actually crazy to say Giannis Antetokounmpo? He's better at small forward. Giannis gonna be like undersized and he doesn't, like, his release is great. Having Giannis in A is freaking insanity. Having Giannis in A is like, but he's 2 inches shorter than Mobile. So it's like, I'm going with A tier. I don't care. Screw it. I might be wrong on this, but I think Giannis obviously is up there, but I think he's a better small forward than power forward. And I hope we have an agreement. Sabonis, absolutely amazing. He's an S tier card. Absolutely just amazing card. He's incredible. If you get him, you got one of the best forwards in the game. 100 overall, Yao is also an S tier. An amazing power forward. You will love him at the 4 position. Carlos Boozer up next. He's more of a small forward, so I'm already going to go D with him. Like, he's not really that good for a power forward position. He's better at small forward, but just the way we ranking it, like, would I rather have him over LeBron at the 4? I like Carlos Boozer, just he's a better small forward. Goat Yao Ming, S tier. Really good. I mean, we don't got to say much about Yao. Yao's Yao. Go Shaquille O'Neal for the 4 position. Probably go in B tier. He doesn't have his release as fast as Scar, but Shaq is still 300 pounds. He's still going to cook you. But I like Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm going to rank him in B tier for this tier list. Wish he had a better jumper. He had a better jumper. He could be higher. It's just that jumper, you wish it was even faster. Kurolenko. Where is Kurolenko at? Where is Kurolenko? Dwight Howard's garbage. Okay, we can get through him really fast. Kurolenko, I probably put in B tier for power forwards. I like Kurolenko at the 4 position. Like, I don't care. I like Kurolenko at the 4. I wish there was some better power forwards. Like, I wish he was taller, but he is so good at the 4 position. He just plays really nice. If you choose to do that, you're gonna cook him. You're gonna get cooked a little on offense, on defense, but solid power forward personally. But Patrick Ewing is trash. I'm sorry, really stinks. We already know that. We already know that. Lamar Odom, who was on crack, probably is in D tier. Just not that good, not that great, but If you have him at your 4 position, he's not gonna be that bad. But up next, Chris Bosh, garbage, overrated card. Probably one of the most overrated cards this whole year. Never was good and just overrated by the community, in my opinion. Karl Malone, he's basically the same exact card from his Dark Matter. So I'm probably going to put him in the same tier. I don't think they're much different personally. Other than the fact, I mean, he already had almost 99 stats on his previous card, but just my opinion. Porzingis up next. I would rank Porzingis in A tier. Porzingis is still probably low key. You could go with S for the four position. Like I'd rather have Porzingis at the 4 than anybody else, because he's gonna be so good at the 4 position. So I'm going with, and he has behind the back. I'm going with S tier for Porzingis. At the 4 position, Giannis Antetokounmpo, power forward, 100 overall. I don't think is much different from his Dark Matter, so same tier. Vin Baker up next. Vin Baker has a better release. I'm ranking Vin Baker B tier. I like Ben Baker. Ben Baker's actually was solid for me when I used him. Really good card. I think he's a really, I think his power forward, he's great, but that's the highest I can go for Vin Baker. Next up, we got Larry Bird, 100 overall. Yes, when you compare him to power forwards, like he's gonna get played at the 4. I'm gonna have to go D. I don't think Larry Bird is all that crazy. Just at the 4 position, it's just the highest I can go for him. I can't go any higher than that. David Robinson up next. A tier. D-Rob is really good. Still to this day, he was really good as 100 overall. Really good in his Dark Matter. Excuse me, I said Dark Matter, I meant Opal. But David Robinson has been good the entire year. Absolutely good card. D tier. Next, we got 100 overall Larry Bird. This one has 80 Hall of Fame badges. At the 4, probably will go with C. Just because those 80 Hall badges can make a difference. That's 80 from 50. I mean, it is 40 badges. But he plays almost identical. I don't think it's that crazy of a boost. But yeah, I feel like Giannis would probably be better. Giannis is taller than Bird at the 4. But it's just Larry Bird's too undersized at the 4. I'll put him in, he might be a C-. Keep that in mind. Kevin Love, F tier. Bam Adebayo, I feel like it's so overrated by the community. I'm ranking him in that D tier. I think he's very overrated. He has a good release, but he's way too undersized at this stage in the game. I feel like we leave that part out, and he would not play on any competitive field. DeMarcus Cousins doesn't play. Christian Laettner, I don't think plays. He's F tier at this stage, because he does not play over LeBron and Mega Okafor. I would never use Christian Laettner over any of those players at the 4 position. I just would never do it. And next, we got Rashard Lewis, absolute garbage. Jaren Jackson, he's alright as D tier. Nothing more, nothing less. He's alright, I guess. Sharif, I don't mind Sharif at small forward, but at power forward, probably just in trash for power forwards. He's got his release way too slow for a 4. He'd have to play small forward at this stage, like he just not playing the power forward position. Alonzo Mourning, I probably would rank him in at B tier for Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning's decent. Release, he's just undersized, and I think Scar and Giannis will be better than him. But Alonzo Mourning is a really good Scottie Pippen release. Good as power forward, but I think those cards are personally better. Dennis Rodman does not play. Absolutely garbage. And that might be everyone. Invincible KG, you already know I love Kevin Garnett in this game. But at power forward, I'm going to have to go C tier. Just because he's a power forward. I think he's better at small forward easily, but he loses those advantages at the 4. He's really not that crazy at the 4, so I'm going to have to go C tier because the Dark Matter D, so I think go 1 tier higher. I can put him on that Giannis level. He's C tier. And we ranked Anthony Davis in trash. Pablo Banchero at the 4 position. Probably go. Like, I'm gonna have to rank him in trash. Like, I'm sorry. I don't think Pablo Banchero's actually like trash. Like small 4 is different, but I would never use him over. I don't think he's better than Karl Malone. I don't think he's better than Embiid at the 4. I just do not see it with Pablo Banchero at the power forward position. At small forward, yeah, but power forward, no. and Patrick Ewing, Moses Malone, Vin Baker. Make sure to forget nobody. Kareem. We don't need to rank that one. But I think we ranked that one. Tim Thomas, I mean, he doesn't really play the 4 trash. Wasn't that good at his own position. Amari Stoudemire probably will go D tier. Probably trash tier for Amari. Because Amari, just power forward, is going to be 200 size release. Not that good. Yeah, he's trash. He's trash at the 4 position. But other than that, I think we're pretty good. We made this whole tier list. I think I forgot point guard Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, so we'll add him real quick. Actually, I just realized you can't play point guard Kareem at the 4 position, so my apologies. But yeah, this is the tier list. Let me know in the comment section if you agree, you disagree with the tier list. What do you not like about it? Did you like it, or did you hate it? Let me know, because I know y'all always opinionated about the tier lists, but this is the official Power Forward tier list, and I will be back in the next tier list or next video. In the next video. That made no freaking sense, Carlo. But say baby.